For Kenya specifically, the goal of our IMF-supported program is to help establish sound macroeconomic fundamentals.
IMF and World Bank are economic enslavers. What they are designed to do is to ensure that we are in a perpetual state of debt. You can never get out of IMF.
Now, something funny happened. IMF apologized to the Kenyans. Wow. IMF, International Monetary Funds Institution, apologized to the citizens of Kenya. And that justify that they are the one that were running the budget of finance bill that was brought in Kenya. That's justify that they are the one who are running Kenya. They are the one who are running Africa or African countries. Each and every African country that has taken the loan from IMF is being governed by them. Listen to what she said, and then we talk about it.
So turning to Kenya, let me start by expressing our deepest sympathy to the people affected by the tragic events in Kenya. Our hearts go out to those who have lost their lives, lost loved ones, or suffered injuries. With respect to Kenya's broader situation, I think it's important to say that the situation in Kenya reflects broader challenges facing many of our low-income members. Many of these countries are experiencing a funding squeeze, including on account of tighter global financial conditions and reduced availability of concessional financing. So policymakers in these countries, including in Kenya, face a complex balancing act. They have pressing spending needs in priority areas, such as social programs, health, and education. They're managing rising public debt and debt service, and they also have the challenge of boosting domestic revenue. For Kenya specifically, the goal of our IMF-supported program is to help establish sound macroeconomic fundamentals. And these are crucial for fostering sustainable and inclusive growth in the country, crucial for generating jobs for the Kenyan people, including Kenya's young population. We are currently working with the authorities to ensure that these objectives can be met. And we recognize that there's a careful balance between providing public services and securing adequate financing. Our program also includes initiatives to improve governance and transparency and to ensure responsible use of public funds, to safeguard social programs and social spending, particularly to protect the most vulnerable members of society. It's also important that these policies that are under discussion go through a process of broad consultation so they can gain broad public support. We remain committed to supporting Kenya in its effort to achieve inclusive growth. At every program review, we do take the opportunity to assess developments and make adjustments considering the evolving circumstances. And that's exactly what we're doing in our active and constructive discussion with the Kenyan authorities.
Welcome back. Now, IMF was accused largely on this financial bill that was brought in Kenya that made Kenyan citizen or Kenyans Gen Z to react and to go to the street to say no or anti-financial bill, to say reject the financial bill 2024. And it was rumors that the bill was financed by IMF. It was rumors that all these taxes that are being brought to the people, the high taxes, was from IMF. And some of the politicians, some of the member of parliaments, they denied it, that it's not from IMF. Even on the parliament, they debate about it, and they said, no, this is about Kenya, is not about the IMF. But what this IMF chairman or the leader of IMF, what she has said today, it shows me personally, I come to realize that it is true. IMF is running a lot of countries here in Africa. They even call us the low-income people, low-income countries.
I think it's important to say that the situation in Kenya reflects broader challenges facing many of our low-income members.
You know, Kenya and other of the countries that are taking IMF, that are these low-income countries, they are making sure to see how we are being governed well, how public fund is being so the people who we have elected, what are they doing? The people who we have elected to oversee the public funds here in Kenya, what are they doing? The people who, as Africans, we lined up every election day and they elect to watch over us, to plan for us, to govern our funds, to run our country. What are they doing? If foreigners, colonizers are coming in our country and they are running the country, colonizers, they are giving us money and planning what we will do with it. Do we have a country? Do we have a continent here in Africa? Do we? This woman said clearly that they will see what they will do so that Kenya can become great. When we have reject this financial bill, they are going to sit down and come up with another ideas, with better ideas, you know, to run the country Kenya. So Africans youth, the youth of Africa and all the people of Africa, you know, we are talking about the youth of Africa because we are the one who are energetic. We can speak loud. We can react. The people of Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, Somalia, Gabon, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, your president went to IMF and she was given this money. And let me tell you, IMF knows how to start fire. IMF knows how to start fire. IMF does not stop fire, does not extinguish fire. It starts fire in your country. High taxes, high prices. Now, every youth in Africa, I want you to listen to the statement of this lady and tell me what they mean. Tell me what she meant by saying that they are looking forward to how it will work out, how our countries will work out, our low-income countries. They are taking Africa at large as low-income continent. It's very sad that I elect an MCA, an MP, member of parliament, a senator, a governor, a women representative, a nominated senator, a president, but they cannot take care of my country until someone from a foreigner from there come and take care of my country, take care of me, and plan for me in my own house how I'm gonna live. It's like I'm coming to you as a neighbor. I borrow you money, $1,000, and you are following me into my house to plan how I will do. That's awkward. Very awkward. Enda mcheze huko. Enda huko basi. That's very awkward because whatever we believed that all these problems is brought by IMF, whatever the youths, the information we had, it's true. It is true. The information we had about IMF, it is true. And all these leaders were on the media saying that, you know what? No, our country is not led by IMF. The financial bill is not about IMF. What is not about IMF? So, what is she saying? She apologized to Kenyans who died during the protest. She apologized to us, to Kenyans, that As long as you have died fighting for this, we will look for another way to bring another money for you, to bring another bill. Oh my goodness, so that you can live well as a country of Kenya. Is that how we want our country to be? The youths? Is that how we want Africa to be? Is that how we want our children to grow? In the same mysterious way we are just growing, we are just living. We want our our coming generation to stay like that. No, we must stop and say no. We must tell the leaders, okay, but all these leaders to go home and let the colonizer rule. Because if she or he is ruling indirectly, let him come and rule directly. Because we will be paying the member of parliament, paying the politician, paying them huge amounts of money to take care of us, to take care of our property, but they don't take care of it. What they do, they are being controlled, they are being puppets, they are being carried like balloons, being thrown there and there. They are being carried like dolls. Wherever you take my president and you put him there, he's just there. But this time round, the youth of Kenya has spoken, and that is a sense that Africa is waking up, Kenya is waking up. Now, we rejected their agenda. We rejected the agenda of the colonizer. We rejected the agenda, and now they don't know what to do next. They didn't expect it. They thought that they will bring to us, and just we accept and say yes, yes, yes. But little do they know that this generation Z is something else. It's something else. They taught us this. We have learned in the books. We know what they know. They don't know what we know. That's why we found them off guard without them knowing. So I don't know if the youths of Africa, you accepting the apologies. I personally, I do not accept the apologies from this IMF organization. Our fellow brothers died. Something that we said peacefully and they could just say no in the parliament. Our brothers died because they were fighting. They were fighting the oppressor. They were fighting the colonizer. They were fighting them, and yet our leaders are there sitting, seeing their children dying, and the colonizer is happy. The colonizer is happy that this thing is happening in 254. The colonizer is happy that Kenyans are dying. So, whatever I just want to say is the youth of Africa, let's stand up, because there's some foreign forces that is running your country. There's some foreign forces that are there to control what we are taking in. Let's rise up and say no to the colonizer. Say no to the oppressor. Say no to the bad leadership. Say no to the corruption. Tell me what you think on the comment section. I am the Kenyan Beast, of course. We are doing it the African way, and peace be with you.